Hi friends, happy Thursday. I am super excited to get started on our ELD/ALD work. You're going to first log into our classroom and click on the ELD/ALD block and scroll on down to where it says Mrs. Reynolds ELD/ALD classwork. Go ahead and give that a click and it'll open up to this new page. If you're normally in my class, you've seen this almost every single day. If you are not normally in my class, you are now going to be using this to help you. You've probably seen it in Miss Lopez's or Miss Miley's class. So you're going to scroll on down to the bottom where it says ELD/ALD, and it says today I will begin shape poems. That's because today we're going to be creating our shape poem page, choosing a shape poem, and then publishing our shape poem on our Story Jumper book. So you'll notice this one is blue, so if you give it a click, it'll jump right over to Story Jumper and you can open our link. Once I wait a couple moments, it'll jump over here into my books. I'll go to Mrs. Reynolds ALD/ELD. I'm logging in a little bit differently because yours is going to look slightly different. So far, it looks like some students have their book of poetry ready, but if you're seeing your name and no book of poetry, that means you have not created it yet. I'm going to quickly show you how to create that. If you've already created it, you're just going to click on it and click edit. So I'm going to scroll back up to my top, log in a little bit differently so you guys can see what it looks like. Of course, we sign in with Google, click on our email address, and log in. Once you click our classroom, you should be set to go. Remember, you do need to scroll down in order to find your books. If you do not have your for sale book and your book of poetry, you're going to need to click here where it says create a book. Some of you may not have your for sale book. Some of you might just have your book of poetry. So all you'll need to do is click right there. If for some reason you don't have that sitting there, go ahead to here where it says create book and click here book of poetry. That will create a brand new book. However, I already have mine. I've got my green book of poetry right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click it and click edit. Today, you'll remember from our first box, it says create our shape poem page. So on this first one, it's going to say welcome to my book of poems. Inside this book, I'll be showing off everything I've learned about poetry. Hope you enjoy my poems and learn something too. I am so proud of this book and I know you will love it. Today, you're going to be clicking on this page, page 3. You'll see a page 3 under here. This is going to be your title page for your new section. As we just talked about, our section is going to be called Shape Poems. So we're going to go here to text. I think I'm going to add this banner, but remember you can use any of these boxes you'd like. And in here, I'm going to write Shape Poems. This is kind of like a title because this section of our book is all going to be about shape poems. Now I'm going to change the size. I'm going to go ahead and change the font just because I want it to look a little bit fun. And then I'm going to go ahead and change what my banner looks like. I'm going to put mine actually up here in the corner just because I think it'll look good there. Looks like I need to make my writing a little bit smaller. Oh, perfect. I'm also going to go ahead and click here and center mine, and I think I'm set to go. Now, because this is a shape poem, I thought it would be fun to put some shapes here. So I'm going to go here, close my text, and here to my props. I can even type in the word here, shape. Now, I think I'm going to add a square. I think I'll add a circle. I think I'll add a triangle. I think that's just about all the shapes I like here. Now I think I'm going to look for maybe a heart. Let's see, here's a perfect heart. Maybe I'll look for a swirl. Oh, no swirls. Let's see if I can search photos and find any swirls I like. Oh, this is kind of fun. I think I'll go with that one. Turn this one into a prop. Make it a circle. Looks like it looks pretty good to me, so I'll give it a check mark. All right, now let me go ahead and add all these shapes. I'm going to drag each one and make it a little bit bigger. Remember, this doesn't mean that I'm using these shapes for poems. I'm just, of course, talking about how this is going to be a section all full of shapes, poems. So I just picked a couple fun shapes that I thought would go well here. You can do anything you want for this front cover, totally up to you. And of course, as you guys know, you can always add a scene. I think for this scene, I might just go with something colorful like this or like this. Perfect. All right, so now my first thing I needed to do was create my shape poem page, and here I have my shape poem page. Now I need to click to my next one and complete my next page here on page 4. On our next section, it says choose a shape poem. You guys know I wrote a poem all about hearts, so I think that's the one I'm going to try today. Then it says publish your shape poem in your Story Jumper book. Publish means make permanent. So what I'm going to do here is open open up a text box and add in my poem. Now, I already had mine typed up, so I'm here to go and ready to rock. You, of course, will have to type in your entire poem so it's ready to go. Once you do, of course, you can change the font to whatever you'd like, and of course, change the size if you'd like as well. I think I'm going to go with something a little bit more fun like this. Now, you're going to notice this poem is all about love. However, you don't see any love here. So what I need to do is go ahead and add a scene. I think I'll go with something pretty like this. And then I think I need to add a prop. Since this is about love, I want to use a heart. Now, what I'm going to do is try my very best to take this poem and fit it into my heart. Now, you'll notice right now my words are behind my heart. I need to go here to these arrows and press move forward. Think about it as like a sticker. I have these words and the sticker is behind the heart. I need to move it to the front. Now, I do want to change it a little bit. I'm going to make it centered so that it's a little bit easier to read on my heart. Now, I know it's not perfect, but that's your job today, is to do your very best to create your poem kind of sitting inside your heart. Now, if I really wanted to, I could take these words and kind of space them out a little bit differently. Let me show you what I mean. I can make them a little bit bigger, just like this. But I'm going to go up here and actually press enter. I'm going to go ahead and press enter, and I'm going to kind of fit my words into this heart so that it looks like it's actually inside this heart. But I'm noticing I think my words are still a little bit too big. Let's drag this up a little bit. There we go. And then I think that looks good. And shmooby-dooby-doo, deleting a couple of my words. And, ooh, I might be onto something. And kablamo. All right, let's see how this looks. Now, again, this is not perfect, right? This is not perfectly in the heart, but all I can do is try my best. Let me go ahead and move these words over, make my heart just a smidgerin bigger. Remember, our main focus is, of course, the shape. My words, oh, there they come, are now on my heart. All right, so there you guys go. I did my very first example of a shape poem. I did choose my poem. I put my poem here on a heart, and I am finished. Remember, you can do this any way you'd like. You can fill in the words. You can write the words around the edges. It is completely up to you. All right, now, if you finish early today, go ahead and go on to your next page. Maybe you want to do another one. For example, maybe I want to use this as my prop and use one of my poems and make it all about candy. I can go here to my scenes, maybe pick something fun like this and add another poem. All right, so let's see if I did my work. Did I create my shape poem page? Yep, shape poems. That means everything behind here is going to be shape poems. Did I choose a shape poem? Yes, I did. I did my heart first. And did I publish my shape poem on my Story Jumper book? Yes, I did. They are here. Now you can see my book is starting off with a welcome, a title, and I'm starting poems. Now, if you do finish one or you finish a second one, go on, do a third one, do a fourth one, do a fifth one, do as many as you'd like. We're going to continue publishing until we at least get one, maybe even two poems finished. When you are ready to rock and roll, press that save and exit button and get started. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am here. If you have any questions, let me know. Good luck, you guys.